Welcome back, everybody. This is X1 the Gamer. We've got a huge news day to hear. We've got a special partnership with Sega and Xbox. And when you see what it looks like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. It's not anything that I would have dreamed of or thought of initially. We'll get into that. We've also got Ubisoft's upcoming showcase and a bunch of the games that were leaked. Let's talk about each of those games and what that means for Ubisoft. Long story short, Ubisoft is on fire, and those games are next level. And yes, I know I'm saying it, Ubisoft. Don't at me. Don't correct me. Cyberpunk 2077 has patch 1.52. This is the first next-generation patch on the console. In other words, the first patch since the next-gen console editions have dropped, and it's a big one. And finally, we've got some new sweet design controllers from Xbox. Before we jump into it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We're dropping daily Xbox news right here. So like, subscribe, and let's jump into it. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Sonic the Hedgehog partnership with Microsoft. Check out those controllers. That's right, we've got a Sonic and Tails controllers, and they're fuzzy. And this is the partnership between Microsoft and Paramount Pictures to promote the new Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, and it is sweet. Now, the way that you can get into this is it's a sweepstakes. It's a giveaway. You can go out and actually buy this edition, but look how good that looks. This is a Series S, so you're going to get the complete package here with this sweet, specially designed Series S with black. You've got Sonic and Knuckles. Sorry, did I say Tails? It's Sonic and Knuckles, everybody. And then you've got the Sonic and Knuckles controllers, and those are the most unique controllers I've ever seen in my entire life. Super awesome. Well worth entering. All you gotta do is tweet out, or you can enter with Microsoft points on your Xbox, so make sure you check that out. Head over to xbox.com and register today. This looks amazing. Now, what's interesting is a few months ago, we did get some tweets about from Sega hinting that there may be a partnership with Xbox. But, Sega people were putting a box on a table next to an X and stuff, and trying to hint out that something was coming. Now, I think personally that there still is a chance that Microsoft dives into a deeper partnership with Sega. I think there might be a chance, actually, and rumor mill here, I think that there might be a chance that Microsoft buys up Sega. I think it would be a huge get. They want in on that Japanese market. The amount of titles that Sega publishes alone would put Microsoft and Game Pass over the hill, next level. It would be absolutely massive purchase. But in light of that, in lieu of that, we've got this partnership here. Tell me what you think of these controllers. I want to know, are you going to be entering for this? Good luck to you if you do. Again, head over to Xbox and check that out. Let me know in the comments below if you'd play with these controllers. I'm actually not sure if these controllers are actually playable. I feel like that fur would get in the way. Either that or it would soak up your sweat. So if you got sweaty in an intense firefight game, maybe it would help. I'm not sure. Let me know again in the comments below. And let's get to Ubisoft here, where Ubisoft is going to have a showcase here coming up soon. And there's been leaks about the games that will be talked about and the games that are in the lineup here. And it's very, very exciting. 20 games are supposedly in the line here. And here are some of them that have been leaked. We've got Skull and Bones. Now, Skull and Bones, I had the chance to play at, I think it was the 2019 E3. It's been a few years. But what I played there, I was very excited. Now, this was in the era of Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves had just dropped, and it was brand new. And so here comes Skull and Bones. And Skull and Bones was this PvP, purely PvP tactical warship game that was there to play a demo. And I loved what I played. And then they went dark and it went silent, and we've not heard anything about Skull and Bones since then until recently. They've come up again in the news, and it's very exciting. It's good to know that that's in the work. This is multiplayer. Again, it is focused on PvP, and what I did get to play, granted, this was a long time ago, so this was an early build, was really good, and I joined it. I enjoyed it. Again, this is supposed to come out either anytime between April 2022 and March 2023. So basically, anytime within the next 12 months, we are expected to see Skull and Bones. We do have Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Now, I know a lot of people are going to like that. I actually was going to go back and watch the Pandora movie this weekend, and I didn't get a chance to. 3 hours is just too long. I don't know if I can do it. However, this just in concept and being able to roam and explore that world is absolutely huge and something that I'm sure a lot of players would look forward to. So good on Ubisoft on landing that license. I think a lot of players are very excited to see what's coming here with Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Finally, we've got another Division coming. Division's always something that is exciting. Immortals Phoenix Rising sequel. Very excited for this. Immortals Phoenix Rising is like the Zelda-esque game from Ubisoft. A lot of people really liked it. Has a ton of character. It focuses around Greek mythology, which is always a good time, and it's very tongue-in-cheek, very comedic, yet serious Zelda Breath of the Wild vibes from that game. Very excited. I mean, it does deserve a sequel. Very excited to see that come. We're obviously getting Assassin's Creed Rift. Everybody's talked about that, and Infinity as well. It's interesting that these games are going Infinite. We got Halo Infinite, Assassin's Creed Infinity. We've talked about those before. Another Ghost Recon is coming. Nothing too different there. Now, X-Defiant is a new one. It's a third-person FPS title in development by Ubisoft that will be free to play. The game is headed by ex-Call of Duty executive producer Mark Rubin and has been developed in collaboration with several Call of Duty content creators. It looks like they're really trying to get into that competitive first-person shooter game space, or rather, sorry, third-person shooter game space. What's interesting here is they already have Rainbow Six, so I'm really curious at what niche this fills. It will be interesting to see. I'm not quite sure. I think Rainbow Six is their hardcore shooter, and they do a really good job of supporting it. I mean, it's a ton of fun to play. Hardcore players are there. So that's X-Defiant. Prince of Persia, again, this one's going to be highly touted. The original Prince of Persias were fantastic, and this is a remake, so this is updating that classic Prince of Persia that we all come to know and love. Has really cool mechanics with the time and slowing things down. So there you go with Prince of Persia. We've got another crew. Now the crew outside of Forza Horizon, the Forza Horizon series, I almost said Forza Horizon 3 because I'm mixing up with a Crew 3 here though. But outside of Forza Horizon, the Crew is one of the best, in my opinion, arcade racers. Now it's not quite as good or as, you know, AAA-esque as a Forza Horizon, but it is really solid. And again, outside of Forza Horizon, this would be my next favorite arcade racing game from the Crew. The Crew 2 was fantastic, and now you've got the Crew 3. Very much looking forward to that. A game that has really done well is Mario and Rabbids. And we're getting another version of that coming up. Very exciting. Roller Champions, if you remember when this was showed off, everybody was like, what is this? Roller Derby? Well, this is in the line, it looks as well. And Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now, I've never actually played a Beyond Good and Evil. I know a lot of people really love that game, and it's considered just a fantastic series. So I know a lot of people are really excited for Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's going to be really interesting to see what they have in store for us there. And the one that I'm most excited about is right here, the Splinter Cell remake. And I think this is going to be one of their heavy hitters as well. It will be so much fun to see what 2022 and beyond has for Splinter Cell. How do they update it? How do they bring the gameplay that we know and love with Splinter Cell back into modern next-gen consoles? And so there you have it. That's the 20 games in lineup that have been leaked that Ubisoft has in the pipeline for us, and we'll probably talk about these at their show. The highlight for me, again, is Splinter Cell and Skull and Bones. I know a lot of people are really excited for Beyond Good and Evil 2, and I also think the sleeper there is Assassin's Creed Infinity. Assassin's Creed has done really well. What do they do with this, a perpetual Assassin's Creed, the Infinity version? Will be really interesting to see. Let me know what game you're most looking to hear about from, or most looking forward to hearing about from Ubisoft in the comments below. And let's jump into the Cyberpunk patch. That's right, we've got Cyberpunk patch 1.52 that has just dropped. You got to give Cyberpunk credit. They are supporting the game. They've basically taken an extra year of development. When this dropped, it did not drop very well. I actually stopped playing it on the next-gen Xbox Series X because I saw it being played on the PC, and I thought to myself, hold on. I'm waiting till I get that on my next-gen console, and that's when I'll jump back into Cyberpunk 2077. It is here. I'm looking forward to get into it. This is a pretty sizable patch. The next-gen version of the game came out in February, and this is the first patch since that. A lot of gameplay fixes, a lot of quest fixes. The ones I was most interested in was visual and console specific. Now, most of the console specific stuff is for PlayStation 5, but some of the, just like memory improvements and crash fixes for next gen, minor UI optimizations, and then Xbox One and Series X disconnecting the controller and entering the pause menu at the same time will no longer result in the player being stuck. And so it just seems like, again, most of these console specific ones for the PlayStation 5. So it seems like it's running pretty well on the Series X regardless. The fact that they're consistently supporting this, consistently trying to fix it and bring it up to the hype level that it was. I don't know if they'll ever reach that, but I do like seeing these patches. So I'm excited to jump back into this and to experience it on that next gen version and get that next gen experience. Hopefully, like I said, it lives up to the hype. I'm really excited for the DLC. I think the DLC is what's going to make or break this game long term. Is this the game we hoped for? Is this the game that we wanted? It's really wait and see with the DLC. I think the consensus is, and I don't think you're going to change people's mind, that the original game, the initial basis, foundation of Cyberpunk 2077 isn't what we wanted. Let me rephrase that. It's not that it wasn't what we wanted, it wasn't what we expected. The hype was so big, they just didn't meet it. So we'll see if the DLC is able to do that. Cyberpunk 2077. We also then had the Witcher news with Saga, so I feel like that we know that the Unreal Engine 5 is being used to create the next Witcher. Really kind of takes some wind out of the sails of Cyberpunk 2077, and I think the DLC is going to be clutch here. Regardless, this patch, good news, patch 1.52, it is here. And last but not least, check out these sweet controllers. This is over at Xbox Wire. Xbox has teamed up with PowerA enhanced wired controllers to bring some nice springtime pastels. If you're looking for a sweet gift for the lady, or maybe you like pastels yourself, hey, I don't know. These controllers are pretty sweet, but if you thought these were cool, check this out. They're also doing an OtterBox Easy Grip controller. Look how cool this looks. You've got the grips on the side, purple, white. Just looks so solid, clean, slick. Really like that grip shell for the Xbox Series X and S controllers. You put this on any of your controllers to protect it. Also give you some grip there. But my favorite controller is right here. The 8-bit Do Ultimate Wired Controller for Xbox. I love the way it looks. I love the buttons on the back. This is like a Nintendo Switch controller vibe to me. The Pro controller, not quite, but I like the unique look. I like the way it looks. This is the 8-bit Do Ultimate Wired Controller. Go check them out. This one runs for $44.99, and you can pick it up from the Microsoft Store. And I didn't see what's the OtterBox here. The OtterBox Easy Grip is $39.99. Honestly, I don't know that I'd go for that. I'd definitely go for this. And then you got the normal priced, actually not normal priced. What are these ones? I could never find a price on this. There's no price on this. I apologize. Anyways, go check out the PowerA enhanced wired controllers for the Series X and S. These pastel colors, they're sweet. Well done, Microsoft. Spring is here. Ring it in properly. Bring it in with some new controllers. That does me for today, everybody. Let me know what you think of the news stories here. I think the big one is that Sonic the Hedgehog controller. How sweet is that? And then also the big Ubisoft games. Like I said, Skull and Bones. Very excited to hear more about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.